And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A first down throw coming for Vic. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On second down, Vic again. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Kenny Clark getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Vic. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good chip. Lift up. Lion.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Anthony Barr coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
82.
Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. A 1st down carry for Barkley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk from 4 yards out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play action now. Vick looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
twist it. Right 20. Right twist it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Telvin Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Right 90. Right 20. Right twist it.
Now a second down throw for Vic. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Right 90. Right 90. Up. Right twist it. Right twist it.
From the red zone now, Vic. This will be caught at about the 6. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On the ball. 82, 82. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. From midfield, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz flush to his right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
82, 82.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So that'll back them up 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Wentz now to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll let it go deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Odell Beckham, 89 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they want.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. DeMarcus Lawrence able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Wait, 20. 5-3. Go.
Vic goes play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Vic. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Strahan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That one good for 21 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tyreek Hill with officially a 103-yard return. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Michael Strahan in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Vic operating on 1st down. Complete to Jones. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Being chased out left. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Shorty.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wentz escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Now, that's absolutely terrific technique right there by the corner. Exhibit A. Zone coverage, knew where his man was in relation to the football at all times, and made a nice play.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd. See if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there at 22. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. elsewhere. In there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
J 15, J 15.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Fournette, a first down carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. 2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.